said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Bunch formation for these receivers. Makes the quick grab. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. Georgia sends out the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Quickly complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Lockett.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Listen, I know that gain didn't get very much, but I love getting the tight ends involved. Get everybody involved in the offense. Make me cover the whole field. Keep everybody a little bit honest.
Looking to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And the Dogs are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. and the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Still looking on the move. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Frazier. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
How about the response by this defense? You gave up some yards, so what? Bowed your neck now on 3rd and goal, 3 stops in a row when it matters most, forcing the offense into a critical 4th down situation.
Still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
4th down, no problem. Call your own number. He does a great job sticking the ball in the belly of the running back, pulling that thing out, taking off and running, and knowing he had the first down. Nice job by this offense to get a fresh set of downs.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Owens. Got enough for the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Racing down the left side. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He's now up to 71 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw. It's Manning. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. And now the hit knocks it loose. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really good 3rd down defense, man. Understanding the sticks and getting him in 3rd and long, first of all, is where they won first. And then playing the pass, breaking on the football, forcing a 4th down and in their own territory for the offense. Great job by this D.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Texas! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. He might want another play. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Makes the catch down the right side. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball...
He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Longhorns are in the red zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Going to swing it on second down. Touchdown, Texas! And the punishment has been extended. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
31, Georgia, 7.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it's